Alright, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today we're cold smoking up some beautiful Porterhouse steaks and cooking them up. Let's show you how to get them done. So right here we have 6 Porterhouse steaks. They're about 2 pounds each. Now we're going to cold smoke these first. And a cold smoke is smoke with no heat. We're going to leave a link in the description to a few of our other cold smoke videos, but we're cold smoking these guys up today, and this is what you're going to need to get this done. We got some Himalayan salt, so we're just going to start getting some of that on. Now cold smoking goes back years, and it's a way of preserving foods and meats with smoke. It also adds a lot of flavor. So we're using this Himalayan salt today because it's very easy on pulling out the moisture of the steak. We just want to pull out just a little bit of that moisture in there. So it looks like a lot of salt, but it's really not, because it's very light and it's very fine. So we're going to get it on there just like that. Now I got some Wagyu beef tallow here. I just melted it, heated up. I'm just going to drop some of this on these steaks. Now what this is going to do is set the color, and it's going to keep that smoke onto the meat. So this will attract the smoke basically to the meat. So this way the smoke sticks. We're going to get that on. Now you could use, if you don't have this oil, you could use canola oil. Doesn't really make a difference, but definitely want to use a quality oil like the tallow. It's going to help with flavor too as well, but if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just use like canola oil. Alright, let's do the next side. Now we're going to be hanging these as well too. So we're going to show you how to get these hung right after we season these. Just so they don't have any marks on them when you put them on the cooker and cold smoke them. They just don't have any marks on them. They're going to come out nice when they're just hanging. Alright, there we go. That's it. Let's get the oil on them. And it's very important that you add that oil, because that smoke is not going to adhere to the meat, and if it does adhere, it's going to take you a lot longer. Now we're cold smoking these for about 8 hours. It's a nice cool night tonight. It's about 68 degrees outside, and that's why I want to cold smoke these. Alright, so we got those like that. Now we're using a hanger today, and for you guys that want to know, the Pit Barrel, this is their hangers. They make an excellent hanger, the Pit Barrel company. So we'll leave a link in the description to this hanger, so you guys can just go on their website and grab their hangers. They also make a beautiful cooker. That's what I cook the brisket on. So if you guys saw that brisket video, that's what I cooked it on. So they make a good product. So I'm just gonna make sure I hook these properly. Now when you hook these, you don't want to hook them from the fillet side. You want to hook them right from the New York strip side. So just get in there and hook them from that New York strip side. This way they're holding on to that bone in there. Right in the back. You'll hook in right next to the corner. It comes up in the T. So you go right through there and hook them just like that. This way you can see that. Alright, we're going to get these hooked, and on to the cooker we go, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, nice and smoky in here. Let's get these guys on. That's how you want to hang these. Just right before they touch the rack. So to get them here. In fact, I think I'm just going to put this one right up top and move that in. Just put them all hanging towards the back. This way they're not touching anything, and I can get 3 of them on there. Now this cooker I have here is just for cold smoke. I don't use it for anything else. Just cold smokes. That's what I do with that. Alright, we just got one more to go. And we're good to go. And just make sure they're not touching each other. And I'm going to let all that nice smoke from the bottom here kick back in. Alright, there we go. We're going to close up, keep our smoke in, and we're going to see these guys in 8 hours. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, so we're about 4 hours into this cold smoke here. You can see, zeroed out on these gauges. This is ice cold right now, so even though we have smoke coming out of here, I'll just show you the inside, and I'm going to close back up and show you how much smoke is in here. That's our cold smoker right there. So that's how much smoke is coming out of here. I'm going to close back up. We're going to leave a link in the description to this whole unit and how this works. And we're going to show you a few more cooks that we've done on here. That's it. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, our steaks are off the smoker. I put them in the fridge. I'm just going to show you these now. Now I had these in the fridge for about 4 hours. Now the nice thing about these, if you could smell these, they smell beautiful. You can actually see the yellow in there as it's starting to yellow from all that smoke. The color started to change just a little bit. And the tallow, it firmed up, so you could see all that white in there. So look at all that beef fat in there. So it's a good tallow on the steak. Now these aren't Wagyu steaks, but they're going to taste just like one. So this is a very good trick. Hit them with a cold smoker, and then we're going to fire half of these up in a cast iron pan, and we're going to fire up the other ones on an infrared burner cooker. So that's how we're going to do that. This is going to be a 2-part video. So stick around. Onto the stove we go. Alright, time to get our steaks in. Smoking hot pan. That's what you want. Rock it. Now we're cooking inside. I'm showing you guys how to get this done inside. And I'm going to get them all in at the same time. I got my blower on. And I'll meet you back here when I go to flip these, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, just going to shut this blower off to talk to you guys. We're moving that oil around in that pan. Since I'm on the stove top with this, if you're on a glass top, don't pick it up and drop it, because it's cast iron, you will break that glass top. So just move it around, just like that. Now we're in here for about 4 minutes aside. I'm going to lift up this side and just show you where we're at. I'm not where I'm at yet, so I'm going to keep going. And we'll meet you back here when I flip it. Don't go anywhere. Alright, I just flipped that one over. That's the crush you're looking for. I'm going to get my blower back on because it's really smoky. I'll meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we flipped over the second one. We're going over with the third one now. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright. We're going to cook these up and pull them. We'll meet you back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, time to pull these. Look at those. Beautiful. Why go to a steakhouse when you have it at your house? Alright, let's just pull that one. Looking good. Alright, we'll meet you onto the chopping block. Don't go anywhere. Alright, here we are, season 3 chopping block. Cold smoked steaks. Let's show you what we got. Look at those. Cold smoked and pan fried. Can't go wrong with these. Well, let's get into one. And I think I'm going to go in the middle here. And just grab one of the biggest ones. Nice and juicy. Now, how you cut a T-bone is you just follow the bone. So what we'll do is just go right around the bone line. Just like that. And I'm going to follow this part right here. And this is the New York strip. And I'm just going to go down just like that. Cut the pieces together and put them back together. And that's how you want to cut a T-bone or a porterhouse. And just put it back together just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the fillet side. So one side is New York strip and the other side is filet mignon. So you're just going to cut that around the bone like that. Then you can either take the whole thing and pull it off like that and just push it back. But what I like to do is just cut it in half like that. That's it, in 2 pieces, depending on how big the steak is. And speaking of that steak, I'm just going to spin the whole thing around like that. Let's show you what we got. And this is why we cut it up like this. And you can just put the pieces to the side like that as you serve it. But take a look at that. Perfectly cooked, medium rare. Now we're going to get a little pitmaster taste from the end there. Outstanding. I'm going to show you the inside of this. Look at that. All right, time to plate this up. Show you what this looks like on a plate. Now, we're going to serve this a little bit different here today. We'll serve it just a little different. Now we're going to pick this whole thing up like this and bring the bone over. Right in the middle of the plate. It goes. And pick up all the pieces and put them back next to the bone. And just separate them. Just like that. And that's how you would serve that. Now this one here, I can cut again. And do the same thing. And just serve that side down like that. And it just makes for a gorgeous presentation. And there you have it. So I'm going to separate these. Maybe lean them down a little bit. Like that. And now you got a steakhouse right in your own home. Can't go wrong with that one, can you? A couple of pepperoncinis on the plate. And that's it. Now, we made a beautiful pasta from rib tips. And we're going to get that served up for you guys too. You don't want to miss this recipe. Pasta made with rib tips and just a rack of ribs that were trimmed, and all the trimmings made this. All the meat in here. So we're just going to plate this up for you guys. Everything made from scratch. A little basil on the top of here. I'm going to put a little cheese first. Just like that. And then we're going to just follow that with a little basil on the side here. And there it is. Very simple meal, but yet sophisticated enough. And I think we'll put maybe just a little bread on that plate. All right. We're going to straighten up. I'll meet you right back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is. Cold smoked and pan fried steaks. Can't go wrong with this meal. We're going to leave a link in the description to a couple of videos that actually will show you what cold smoking is. A couple of cold smoke videos that we got there. We also got a beautiful pasta made for you with rib tips, so we're going to leave a link in the description for that. That video is also going to play up in the right hand side right after this video, so you can click on that and it'll take you right to that beautiful pasta being made. This way you get to see that one too. That's a must. We thank you guys. We enjoy you. We thank you for coming. And with no further ado, gotta get that little Pitmaster taste there.